Okay, hello there. We're going to do a video talking about a real crisis that we need to discuss. And I thought I would never ever have to make a video about it, but it seems I'm really getting distraught and really annoyed with it. So, obviously, you all know how I feel about congestion pricing. You all know I'm in favor of it because something has just got to be done about this traffic problem that we've been dealing with since we're coming out of this pandemic. And, the good thing is the FDA is going to meet to approve the vaccines for children, which is a good thing. Hopefully, children do get vaccinated. I mean, it's your choice to get them vaccinated or not. Remember, I believe in medical freedom in this country. That's not why we're doing this video. What we need to talk about is something bigger than every other public health crisis that's going on right now, and that is a pandemic of traffic. Okay, it's not an epidemic, it's a pandemic. It's viral. It's spreading. It's becoming a nightmare for everyone. Bus riders, people who drive cars. There's too many cars on the road. And not enough people are taking public transit. That's one of the issues right there. So, we're taking a look at a very important intersection of Queens. And that is what we're going to watch in this video. Francis Lewis and Northern Boulevard. We're going to go right here. Let's go over here. Now, I do apologize. I'll fix that. This is 45th Avenue and Francis Lewis Boulevard. One of the issues de Blasio just doesn't seem to realize is that there are a lot of out-of-sync traffic lights. And this is a street view from, I believe this is, October of last year. So, obviously, we see traffic coming back to a little bit of normalcy right here. This is June of 19. Okay, that doesn't help. You get the idea that the traffic was okay. Maybe this was taking a weekend. I don't know. But this area, I'll do a little bit of a line so I can explain it. This is Northern Boulevard, right here. And this is where 45th Avenue is. Now, the problem here is the traffic lights are completely out of sync. And it causes the traffic to get backed up. And I've complained to Community Board 11 about this. I've reached out to City Council candidate Vicky Palladino. Something has got to be done about these out-of-sync lights, because I've literally told my coworkers at Osnum about this, and literally, it's right by the nursing home. The nursing home's right there. How could you have an out-of-sync traffic light by a major nursing home? How is this acceptable? I wish the DOT would fix it, because it delays people. Alright, what if an ambulance has to come through on Francis Lewis? Alright, that's dangerous. Alright, the traffic lights need to be back in sync. So, the traffic has just gotten really worse. A couple weeks ago, I was trying to take the Q31, and I was hoping the bus would have already been on Rocky Hill Road. Apparently now, Bell Boulevard, and I was in Bayside last week, in the downtown area, and let me tell you, it's just gotten really bad during rush hour. Even on a Monday, and even on Wednesdays, it's gotten bad. But for whatever reason today, the Q31 showed up. And, I just feel like, traffic has just become a real bottleneck. And even when you get to where 56, 58th Avenue, back in September, I was going to my barber, and it took so many traffic lights just to get south along Bell Boulevard. So, it starts with a lot of the traffic lights, but it also has to do a lot with congestion pricing. So, in the next clips, you're going to see how these out-of-sync traffic lights and the consequences of not having congestion pricing are causing this traffic pandemic to literally get worse by the day. Alright guys, so you're going to get to see what it's like leaving Oslam Hall on public transit. You guys are going to get a first look view of what Bayside has become, because this is my old stomping grounds. I used to literally live right by Rocky Hill Road. And obviously I would have been walking home by my old address, and I would have probably been close to my house right now. 15-minute walk, boom. Now I live in Fresh Meadows for the past 16 years, going on 17. I mean, look how bad this is. This is the left turn lane. And every time I get picked up from here by my dad, it's like this left turn lane has gotten to be worse. And the reason why this is so backed up today is because the New York Rangers are at home tonight playing the Calgary Flames. So while everybody else is taking the LIE, trying to get to the Midtown Tunnel, this is the alternative traffic trying to get to Madison Square Garden, because the Rangers are off to a hot start, which is very surprising. Nobody would have thought of that this year. Meanwhile, go Islanders. Here comes my bus down there to 76. Earlier, a lot of cars were just blocking the street. So my bus is coming. And, this is what we have to deal with in Bayside. It's become a complete, utter nightmare. And this is exactly why we need congestion pricing. Because something has got to be done about this traffic. Now, here's the problem with Northern Boulevard, and that's 45th Avenue down there. See? These traffic lights are out of sync. And my bus is literally right down there. And what happens is these traffic lights are out of sync, and it constantly delays the Q76. So I wish the DOT would fix this light, because why should the cars on Northern Boulevard come first? I mean, it's crazy. And then now these cars are going to block the road here because the other traffic lights are out of sync on Northern Boulevard. And it's just going to create a complete bottleneck. And the problem is there's a left turn light here. These cars want to beat it. And, you try to beat it, what's the point? And look, the left turn light goes ahead, see? So that's what we have to deal with, folks. This traffic nightmare just keeps getting worse and worse by the day. And this is why, again, I am so distraught that it's taking very long to instate congestion pricing. I mean, if congestion pricing was in effect, there'd be less cars on the road. Way less cars. All right? I mean, I understand, I don't want to take the Long Island Railroad in. Yeah, the problem is you're driving to Madison Square Garden. The Rangers are playing Calgary tonight. That's why there was so much traffic. It's unacceptable. All right, the Long Island Railroad literally takes you right to Penn Station, and Madison Square Garden is right upstairs. And I understand, okay, the Rangers are off to a hot start. That's fine. But do you realize you're sitting in traffic? You're wasting so much time trying to use Northern Boulevard as a detour. And it's like, you know, it's just completely unacceptable that the roads are getting to be a problem. I mean, thankfully 73rd Avenue's not bad. I mean, they repaved this just a while back. But it's going to be a problem once you get to 182nd Street. Because that's where a lot of the cars wait for that light on 185th. And then it's not the light on 185th that causes the problem. It's the light at 188th Street that always seems to be the issue. And I think that timer was off again. Because I'm noticing the walking signal has gotten to be less time again like it was originally. So we're back to square one. We're literally back to square one with traffic management. And I'm so sick of it. Well, look at that. We got a fail right here. Look at this. This truck has a flat. The only problem is tomorrow, the Knicks are going to be at home. So another event at Madison Square Garden, not to mention the nor'easter we're getting tomorrow. There's going to be so much traffic tomorrow, just like today for the Rangers. All just because I don't want to deal with the Long Island Expressway. Oh, the Long Island Railroad may have COVID on it. No. Okay, they've proven time and time again with the air filters. The Long Island Railroad is, listen, commuter rail is much easier to use. Okay, you can use Metro North, use the Long Island Railroad. All right, compared to how dangerous the subway is, commuter rail it's much safer. I'm probably going to be using it likely around my birthday. So I don't want to hear any excuses. Okay? So I'm just going to quickly walk, see how bad it is, and hopefully if it's not bad today, then maybe that's a good sign. Once it gets to the end of the week, then there'll likely end up being more traffic. Because Friday I heard the horns honking. Woo-wee! Love looking at this Hummer limo. Yeah. I'm going to put a plug here. Go follow Claw Boss, aka the future limo boss, because he does a good job talking about how limos work. He used to be a school bus guy, but recently he got in trouble for that. And he mentioned, I think, over the summer that he was going to try to go back to being a limo driver. So good for him. You know, versus me, I'm trying to get back to my pre-pandemic life. And so far, I think I've accomplished that. Oh, look at this. Really? Really? What the heck is this? This is a joke. Until the 29th. Today's only the 25th. My God. Yep, and I'm seeing the traffic already build up. Yep. Always is around 183rd Street, but I always notice it. So I am seeing it up ahead, getting to be bad, folks. Getting to be really bad. So again, I'm going to say this one more time. We need congestion pricing because, again, it might solve some of the problem. And I know I'm controversial for saying we need it, but it needs to be done now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not even next year. We need congestion pricing to start below 60th Street now. So I am really sick and tired of this traffic. that's going to wrap it up. I mean, what else is there to say about this nightmare? And, you know, we're now the new Los Angeles. Let's just admit that we've become the new Los Angeles when it comes to traffic. So, looking at 73rd Avenue one more time. Thank you for watching this video and take care.